The birds out here are so loud. I just walked through a section and enjoyed it, but of course if I turn on my camera, they're not going to show. But let's see. I'm gonna go under a tree right now. So, yes, it is June, and I'm still having to wear something on my ears and a jacket, although I think I, at this end of the trip, want to take it off because it's actually warming up. Our morning, this morning was 38 degrees when I woke up. It's about 55 now, but the wind stopped in the last couple days. Actually, the last week, it's been so windy and cold. And then in the middle of that, we'll have like 92. And so hot. So anyway, but I'm just out walking today, praying, taking time, even though I have a bunch of things I need to get done. But I think it's important, not only I've been doing the bread thing to get our health in check, but also back to walking and getting physically fit, and being out in nature clears the head too. But also, my verse of the year is John 1:5. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And I was looking on the app today, and the verse of the day is James 1:5. If anyone lacks wisdom, ask of God, and he will give it. Or if anyone lacks wisdom, ask God, who gives generously, and he will give it to you. Oh, I'm out of breath. But that's what we're seeking this year. That's what we're seeking. And my trip through the book of John, this week we're studying John chapter 13, about Jesus giving an example of how we are to be to the world, and also just his example of going to the cross for us and taking on our filth and our dirt to make us clean, to cleanse us. And I'm kind of pre-studying for next week, which is John chapter 14, and already I'm finding so much goodness. I can't wait till next week to study that. But I think in this season of life, and maybe you're in that same season, God is changing things, doing things. We're kind of coming through some spiritual warfare. The enemy does not want us into the next season. But God, God is faithful. And we're just asking each step of our journey for wisdom. And sometimes that's hard to find that wisdom. Do you find it hard to find wisdom in your journey? I'm on the other side of the bridge. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's probably the case too for Jay and I in our regular life right now. He can see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel for getting this house up for sale, which the enemy has totally come against us to distract us, to busy us, to do everything in his power to keep us from doing what we need to do. And in my sewing studio, I've been so busy. I've had bridal emergencies and bridesmaids emergencies, and yet I see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you're on a hard journey, just keep on keeping on in step with God. Let him show you the wisdom. Let him show you the way. taking time out to read, to pray, to exercise, to make healthy food. This is God's will for us, so we have to make time for it.
Bro, she could be having it down for food. No, there's like a dude.
I was also thinking about Psalms 119 and how important that is for God's guidance through His Word, through His laws. And in fact, this next Thursday, next week, I'm going to explore the next section of Psalms 119, and it goes right along with our John chapter 14, where Jesus says, "If you love me, obey my word." And our next section in Psalms 119 is actually going to explore 7 ways that we can obey God. You know, it doesn't sound fun, but it's actually the road to peace. Once you figure out obedience and surrender, you find that peace that surpasses all understanding. Have a great day, everyone. I'm at the end of my trail. We'll see you later. Shalom. Oh, they're in the dark, but there's deer that just came running from right here where I was. Couldn't go out fast enough.